Ladies and gentlemen, Golfweek Amateur Tour proudly presents Golfweek Amateur Tour, the podcast, talking about all things Golfweek Amateur Tour, including interviews with tour directors, players, and course professionals. Now here are your hosts, Tim Newman and El Paso Las Cruces Tour Director, Chris Rocha.
Chris, welcome back. This is, we talk about this a lot, but this is the last episode of the 2025 season. So, get your handkerchiefs ready, because we've got two of my favorite tour directors tonight. It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be a great time. I can't wait.
Yeah, I love these guys. So anyway, we'll get them in a second. What's been going on?
Nothing much, man. Just recovering from getting sick at nationals. Hurt my shoulder at work, so kind of recovering on that and just getting ready for the Ryder Cup. It's heating up, and there's an aura around this one that's kind of different, so I can't wait.
Yeah, I forgot about your little Ryder Cup thing.
Yep.
So
I've decided it's gonna be a blast.
Yeah, it is. I know how excited you guys get for that, and it's I joke with you, but I know it's a big deal. It builds a lot of momentum. It kind of wraps up the year, but it also builds momentum, going into the next year, and some team camaraderie for individual tours. Plus the competition that you and Gabe have for each other.
Right.
So it's a good thing.
It's nonstop trash talking that we've been doing. But it's gonna be great. And I wish it was closer than what we have to wait. We still have to wait a little while for it to come. But it's going to be a blast. And, we need to bring home the victory, because if not, it's going to be kind of embarrassing.
It's not going to be embarrassing. Just you guys are going to be fine. Just take care of business.
Well, that's in theory, yes.
Put theory into practice. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. I did want to let you know, I went to a very special place for lunch yesterday. Very special place.
Oh, God. Here you go.
It was so
going to rub it in.
It was so good. It was so good. It was so good. Yes, stew subs. Love you guys. They always treat us well. But it was great. I got to see some of the guys there, and obviously phenomenal food.
Oh, yeah, it's always phenomenal. You can't go wrong with stew sub, and you're just going to rub it in for another year. But
that just got to remember, since I'm only allowed to go once a month, this is my 1 month time, and
I feel like it's been more than the once this month.
No, this is November now. Got to remember, we went back. I got to go twice in October, so once in November, and we're good. Well, let's
I'll allow it.
We've got two. Again, I've already said this, but we've got two of my favorite tour directors here, and as we wrap up the season, both of them are Directors Cup winners, which is we started this last year, but we really do like bringing them on, and just talking to them about their games and national championship, and we'll get into a couple other things, but it's good to talk to them and have them just talk about themselves for a little bit, not necessarily the tour, but themselves and things that they've accomplished.
For sure. It's going to be a hard conversation with me, because I wasn't able to defend my Directors Cup. And I know we're probably going to get the new winner on, but...
Yeah, we'll get him on.
I'll get over it.
I will do my best to help you out when we have that conversation, but it'll be what it'll be. You got your big boy pants on, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
But let's go ahead and bring in our first guest from the Orlando Senior Tour, Sea Flight Directors Cup champion, Terry Lawson. Terry, you're a staple in the show. You may actually be rivaling Gabe Garcia from Arizona for most appearances.
I'm vying for that third Stooge spot.
You should. Yeah. I always have a spot for you.
That's right.
You let me know when you're free, and we've got you.
I'm trying to get in there. I'm never free, buddy. You know,
I know that.
Road like crazy, but yeah, whatever. You know,
Hey,
it's been fun time.
You're on the road now, and I appreciate you making this work. But you do so much for the tour, and you do 2 tours. You travel all over the place. I think every weekend that there's an event, you are playing. You don't take a weekend off, except for this year. And you had some stuff done. Why don't you tell everybody what you had done and the I guess the mental anxiety of not playing, what that did to you for a little bit.
Yeah, it was murder. It was murder. August 1st this year, I had my my right knee replaced. And then I played in the beginning of September. And then, I think like the 17th and 18th or something, we had a tournament and I played in those. And then the 19th of September, I had my left knee replaced. And then I played, then I headed to Hilton in October, played the practice round on Wednesday, and then played Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever it was for the golf week. And then I couldn't play after that. And I waited all the way until seniors and I played again. So luckily I had a great surgeon. Luckily I had and Tim, you know her, my wife is Lawson, dude. She was such a great nurse. She was strict. She made me adhere to the PT and the medicine and the ice and the blah, 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 the blah, blah, blah. But, sped up my recovery. It was cool. It was awesome. And now I'm almost 100% on both legs.
Now, we won't tell anybody, but I need to know, did your surgeon know that you were playing golf so quick?
No, but my physical therapist actually was like, we really don't recommend that you get to
what I don't know won't hurt me.
And my surgeon, he's a younger guy. He's ex-military, so he's kind of, right down the middle. And
right.
When I got back and I go, well, this is what I've been doing. And he's like, yeah, well, that's why your incision is torn open, your stitches are torn out, and your leg is swollen up. But yeah, hey, you know what? That's gotta make your own. You gotta fight your own fights. So there you go.
Doc, I woke up and my knee was like this. I don't know what happened.
It was murder, and then I got sick as hell at nationals too. So now I'm walking around with snot running down my face and dragging around a left leg that feels like it got ran over by a tractor. But that at least I have an excuse for my crappy scores.
Wow, they weren't too crappy. I mean, you won Directors Cup and
I had to hang on. I mentally was gone. The second day at seniors, I got the yips around the green. It didn't matter if I was chipping or putting. I couldn't do either, and my mental game went to hell fast on the second day. Well, I was in the money until I swiped at like 2 putts on the last green because I was just over the top at that point.
That's forgivable.
It is, but what they say, golf is 10% 10% ability and 99% mental for something
like that. But you gotta have some mental ability to begin with, though, right?
I did. I was a midget. The whole time I was up there. I had a lot going on with work, still trying to, work and limp around and sick as a dog. But man, I'll tell you, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Here's the bottom line. I won the Directors Cup. I was super excited about it. There was nothing more exciting to me at Nationals than Dennis calling the Orlando Tour up there for the biggest senior tour ever in the history of Orlando. That was the award that I was proud of.
Well, and that's also saying something, knowing who you took over and replaced and the history that was there. And
yeah.
And I opened it up and said you do so much for the tour, and that's just one example of it.
Oh man, I told my guys I'll trade a national championship for a team cup every time. And that's my goal. That's my goal every year when I show up, whether it's South Florida and Golfweek, now Orlando and seniors.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I want. That's the one I want because I want to see our ugly mug on all the propaganda for the whole next year. That's a big deal. And then after, we rent two gigantic houses in Hilton Head when we're there.
Yeah.
They have a common area in the middle and a big fire pit and blah, blah, blah. So we rented both of them. And we had players, in both houses full. And I got to spend some time other than at the golf course with some of my members. And I find out what amazing men and women that are on my tour. I mean, I'm so proud to be friends with them. I'm so proud to call them friends. I mean, some of the accomplishments, some of the mountains that they climb daily.
Mm-hmm.
Brother, there's some great people on our tour. There's some heroes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not about military heroes, first responder heroes, whatever. I'm talking about straight up, every day, slap your mama in the mouth heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. I mean, unbelievable. I'm so blessed to be part of this and be friends and call some of these guys my friends. Makes me a little emotional. I'm an emotional guy, but
For sure.
amazing.
And that's one of the things that National Championship Week does is it allows you to be able to spend, as a tour director, allows you to be able to spend some of that time and get to know the guys a little bit better, as opposed to, on a regular tournament day, even 2-day. I mean, you're so busy doing so many other things. Yeah, you may get to hang out a little bit and chit chat, but at National Championship, you get to actually spend some time with people.
Right. Unbelievable. I mean, I'll tell you the story one day. And next time I see you guys, I'll tell you the story, because it's very, very close to my heart. But just in general, getting to know some of these guys, getting to know some of their quirks, getting to know some of their hearts, it's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the players brought a full golf simulator to the houses. We had a full golf simulator set up in the middle of these houses, but $10,000 golf simulators that we're getting into while we're having a barbecue.
All right.
Unbelievable.
Chris, you better step it up, brother. You got to get
I was
busy.
going to say, I don't know about you, but I don't think we got an invitation to that.
Oh, it's a standing invitation. It's a cookout that Mark and I spend $600-700 on stuff for every year. We just let it go. We let it go. It's fun.
We met. I think ours got lost in the pigeon mail.
There you go. Well, I don't know. I was sitting there with a headset on. I don't know if I told you guys to come there or not, but I have told people. I know I've told Tim in the past to come there, but he's hobnobbing with all you fancy guys tasting whiskey.
Part of the problem is it's not really a problem. I definitely enjoy what I do. Is we're just pulled in so many different directions.
Right, sure.
And
every time, everybody.
And it's I wouldn't say it's hard. It's hard to commit to doing something when you just don't know what's going to happen.
It's humbling too to see all the people. So many people try to include you in their events. We get invited to Shane's dinner, with his members. Armin invites us over, for drinks with his members. So you guys have to be careful in the next few years, because Florida directors are building our own mafia, and we're gonna start showing up there with some power. We're gonna start showing up there,
dude.
We're gonna bring it. Yeah, we're gonna bring it. We've been talking about it, Armin, Brandon, everybody. We're building a mafia. We're coming. Bernie and I and the seniors. We already have a mafia, but we're coming with a Golfweek mafia to blow some people out of the water in the next couple of years.
You just mentioned Brandon, and he also won Directors Cup, and we're going to get him one. But the day that we're recording this is his anniversary. So let's let him know.
He's a hell of a guy, man.
He's
a hell of a guy. He's got a heart like a freaking, gigantic. He's a great guy,
and he cares. I mean, that's
oh yeah.
That's the other piece of it, right? I mean, when you have tour directors like that actually care and want to do want to get better, want to do more, want to do more, want to do more. And it's really for the players, it shows. And you're right. He's actually one of those.
He probably goes in the pocket like I do. That's just what we do. If I was doing this to make a living, I'd be worried about my SNAP benefits right now.
See what happens?
Yeah, so, we're not trying to make a living off of this. We're just trying to make some friends. We're trying to have some fun. And it is.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, give it all back. If we give it all back, we'll build a monster, and that's the way I look at it. And we're on our way. We struggle a little bit with the Golf Week side, only because, our demographics are a little older than most states, so it's tough for us to draw in the younger guys on the Golf Week side. And we've proven, obviously, the 50 and over crowd of Florida, that are arriving daily here in the last few weeks. They're strong. Yeah, they're strong. They're coming in hot, too, right now, but it's cold. It's really cold here, actually.
How cold is it there? Because I woke up to 33 degrees today.
Yeah, I woke up this morning. Now, remember, I'm in North Central Florida working this week, but it was 36 degrees, and I tried to call out. I don't normally go outside unless it's 50 plus degrees and 60 really. So
That's about right.
Yeah, but next tomorrow we're headed to South Florida, so we'll warm up by 25 degrees, so we'll be good. But 35 is, I don't even have a coat for 35. I don't even know what to do for 35.
Stay inside.
Start crying. I wake up, I'm crying, I'm brushing my teeth, I'm crying, I don't want to go. Just one of them things.
Hey, does your truck have that automatic start?
No, it does, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You've got to go to the truck. So, I mean, you could die. I swore I saw a snow flurry in, when I was working in South Carolina. I told you that one time last winter when they had a little snow up there, I got in my truck and hauled ass as soon as the first flake floated down. And everybody's like, what are you doing? I'm like, see, and this is over.
Yeah.
Went to Florida. Exactly.
We can't.
All right, I'll quit for a long minute. All right.
Well, Terry, you did something that Chris did for the first time that I never got to see. But you also got a national championship out of seniors.
Yeah, that was so cool. So proud of Shep. He worked so hard this year.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a whole lot of motion, but he just walked up to me. He's like, not bad, huh? Went out there and picked it up, and I was all jumping up and down and all fired up. And first year, for the first year as a seniors and pull a national champion out of it. I also had a first year player, great guy named Sean, who came on a B flight and turned it on the second stage and went all the way to fourth place. I had a 7th place finisher in B flight. I mean, my guys.
That's awesome.
They came to play, man. They came to play, If Mark would have been there, he would have competed, very well. In his flight, he had to leave because his daughter was getting married on the first day of nationals. So,
well, they got to coordinate that schedule a little bit better.
I told him that. I think, you know what? You don't know. You just phone helmet, put it on their phone. You can whatever teams call. You can watch it. Blah blah blah.
Priorities, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, he's still happily married. So this is all he went home.
Deep down inside, we all know that's right thing.
That's right. Yeah, we don't have to admit it, but I mean, we can. We can do hand signals.
Exactly. Exactly. So what are you looking forward to for next year?
I'm on a mission, and I don't know if I can pull it off. I've been a C flight player my whole golf week. I went to B flight one time years ago. I want to be a single digit. I've hired actually a PEX PGA golfer off of the tour as my coach, and I'm on a mission to get under 10 with my handicap for next season. I might take my ass whippings, but I'm going to start in the B flight and try to stay there, and ultimately senior A flight is my big goal. I don't think I'll ever make that, but I'm getting older, but breaking me down. I've already spent 2 whole days with him, and then I'm going to continue that. So
Okay.
Little golf camp for me this winter. Try to get some speed, a little distance, and get rid of the effing yips. Chipping yips. Those really suck.
Yeah, I've had those.
He's got me going on it, though. I mean, this guy's freaking, like I said, he played on the PGA Tour. He's an amazing coach, and I'm going to invest in it. My wife gave it to me for a birthday present, and so there we go.
Is he the one that won the senior regional at
No, that isn't. No, it isn't. This guy's name's Steve LaMontagne. He's a Florida Gator.
Okay.
He played on the PGA Tour back in the early 80s for several seasons.
Okay.
And successfully. And then he became a club pro here at a real prestige club here in town. And he stepped away from that and went to work with a friend of his who's a GM of a very nice public course here in town. And I stumbled on him when we had a tournament there last year. And we have, we have the small town mentality here, even though we're a big city. People that have been around in a long time, we know each other. We know each other's friends, blah, blah, blah. So we built this really cool relationship. And he got me on film, and he's like, well, I feel like we can do it if you put the work in, so.
Well, that's always the thing too. You got.
That'll be the only issue because, and plus the fact that I'm a head case, I'll go back to the old swing as soon as I have one bad one at the new one. And, I've got whatever, blah, 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 blah. See, squirrel. That's nice. So told you I'd do that at nationals. I do it everywhere. I'll be playing golf, and next thing you know, I'm over there. Like, man, that's a really cool house in the house. Cool, blah, 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 blah. Look at that, blah, blah. And everybody's like, what are you doing? He's did you see that 67 Mustang go by? And, that's the end of it. So,
but if it keeps your mind off of thinking too much.
Nothing keeps my mind off of too much. That's the problem.
Okay, well, we'll work.
Especially with a golf club in my hand. Forget it.
Well, we're going to see you at Icebreaker?
Glad to see y'all up there, man. You guys always do a great job.
Thank you so much. You going to be Icebreaker?
Kind words. I've been off a lot of work, man, and so they might be leaning on me a little hard. I mean, I was off for 3 whole months. So that doesn't go down that well in my business. So they lean on me pretty hard at my company. I got a pretty decent role, that one I had in South Carolina. So,
right.
Oh, unfortunately, I guess I'll let Keep an Electric Bill make that decision for me this year if I get to come to Icebreaker. I did get second in that thing last year in the golf league. So I still have a hill to climb, but I might have to resort to playing left-handed after these lessons. I don't know what's going to happen.
You're going to be fine.
I hope so.
You're going to be fine.
That's not yet. Not yet. I can tell you that much. After 8 hours, 4 hours and 4 hours. So I feel like, hitting it with a broom. So there you go.
You will definitely get it back.
I think so.
I'm confident in that.
I love it. It doesn't matter if I don't get it back. If I don't get to go up to the next flight, if my handicap doesn't go down, I mean, I'm a golf freak, but
right.
I'm really, really, really want to be a single digit. That's my goal. So let's see if I can knock 5 strokes off my handicap. It's going to be it's doable. Yeah, it's doable.
All right,
we just bought a
single.
Yeah, we just bought a net. We bought the little small, simulator, the little one, and we'll see. Oh, we bought a new putter, and we changed the putting grip, and changed our putting stroke. So
done everything.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Now I'm all the way up to Lydia 3, which is the name of my putter is Lydia, and now I'm on Lydia 3. So we'll see what happens. Let's go, Lydia. That's what you'll hear me saying out there.
All right, my friend. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. Terry, I could talk to you all day, every day.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Fun.
I get long-winded. I'm excited
Good.
about when I see you guys. So
It's good
I
time.
only have to talk to people about work all day long, so it's kind of nice when I don't have to. So
I understand.
I appreciate you guys, man.
Buddy.
Happy holidays. Enjoy your holidays. I'll see you in January.
Yep.
Take care, guys.
Take care. Some of best to your better half.
Yeah, no, I will. Same for you. Same to you.
All right, brother. Good seeing you.
Talk to you soon, guys.
Let's take a break from the show to hear about Srixon's ZX Mark II drivers.
ZX Mark II drivers are for major players, major winners, major power. All new ZX Mark II drivers, only from Srixon.
Chris, I love having Terry on. He always has good stories, and like I said, he does so much for the tour. He travels all over the place. Literally, he spends almost 3/4 of his life in his car. Traveling.
What it seems
playing
like.
golf.
You can't complain, playing golf. You're working and you're playing golf, so can't really complain about that.
Yeah, and I knew, I talked to him earlier in the year, and I knew he was having one of his knees done. I didn't realize he was going to have both of them done until after he did it, and to be able to play as much as he played and when he had them done, God bless him, man. God bless him.
Right. It's a trooper, and I mean, it sounds like, the preparation, getting ready for that was ideal, and to be able to do what he's able to do is awesome.
Yeah. And to play as much as he played.
Right. I mean, and nationals, everybody tries to prepare 2, 3, 4 weeks in advance to get ready, and I mean, I would say maybe it's a handful of people that might have surgery right before or something major that happens. So, it's a different mindset when you're at that point, knowing how hard you work to be able to just compete.
Yeah. True.
But good for him. I mean, like you said earlier, the two guests here, I don't want to say unfortunately, that's probably the wrong word, but we have to limit them to how much time we can have with them, because this would be a 3-hour episode. But I mean, we had previous guest and our next guest, who's also great guy, works his butt off on and off the course. And Tim, I'm telling you now, maybe joining his regional this year. Just FYI, I know we talked about it before, but from Kansas himself, Mr. David King.
It's always good to be on with you guys and talk golf.
Dan, first off, congratulations on winning the Directors Cup. And we had a little conversation at the directors meeting. I always love having you on. You're number one. You're a fun guy. You're fun to talk to. You care deeply about the tour. You want everything to get better, and you care about your players. And that's really what we look for in tour directors. So I can't thank you enough for everything you do for the tour.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you guys for what you do for it as well with the podcast. And it's coming along great. And it's always fun to be on as well. And always fun to talk golf. But yeah, I always tell our players is just trying to get everybody and be able to compete with the game of golf we love. And if everybody's just on the same page and go at it, and it's just a great time.
Well, let's talk about the Directors Cup before we get into anything else. What's that like for you, knowing that of all the tour directors, there's only five of you, and you've got that for the year, and now you could have a target on your back with the other tour directors.
No. Yeah, no. Well, I'm all about competition, especially like I said, when we can compete as bogey golfers. I actually didn't even. I forgot there was a Directors Cup. I can't remember when that even started. Was it just last year or a couple years ago? I don't even know, because I'm never in it. I guess that's why I don't really pay attention to it. I'm usually, down in the bottom quarter of the flight. But it was great to just to see after day one having a great round of 87, and to be in the lead with that, and even be in the lead group in the C flight. And then day two slipped within 94. So made it interesting, and there were a couple of them that got close, I think. So it was fun. It was just awesome. It's good to look forward to next year to try to repeat with that. Maybe have some fun smack talk.
Let me ask you the question. Last year you got a hole in one. This year you won the Directors Cup. So which was a more successful tournament for you?
Man, that's a tough one because last year when I left the house, I missed the last step going to the front door about 5 a.m. and fell into a table, knocked the wind out of me, and hurt like heck. And ended up getting out the Nationals. We played 5 rounds and 2 days before, and then the last day I went in and it was the 2 holes to go. I had never had a skin at Nationals, first of all. And in that round, I was on the hardest par 4, 400 and some yards. I think I've probably told this story maybe on here before, I feel like. But anyhow, I got a birdie there, was up for a skin. It held up till about 4 or 5 holes to go, and then my name got erased. And then 2 holes to go, par 3, knocked down a hole in one, and that got me back up for a $600 skin. And then drove back home and had the knee replacement that Wednesday, but had to get an x-ray, and they said I had a 8th and 10th cracked rib to go with it. So that was tough to beat, but I mean, it was honestly a great feeling that feeling I had going to the tee box on day 2 to be in the lead group of the Sea Flight was up there with the hole in one. I'll say that. It was fun. It was a good nervous feeling, and it was great. And to finish in the top 20 with shooting what I think I was plus. I don't even remember. But this year it was just awesome because to be able to shoot a 273, I think it was a plus. 273 was my total. So it was an 87, 94, 92, and to do that, to be able to be in the top 20. I mean, there's so many guys out there that can do that and be right there. And then for me, in my situation, just like everybody, you shoot 5 strokes better in my case over 3 rounds. And you think how many shots we, jack up, but just 5 shots gets me in the top 10. So that's what we're looking forward to next year already.
That's awesome. And I did not know that you had some cracked ribs as well last year. So that.
Oh my God, that was not comfortable. Yeah.
And you're the drive home?
Yeah.
What's that?
You drove?
Oh yeah.
And you drove.
Yep. And drove both ways. Yes, sir.
How far is it?
Yep. Just like this year. It's about 16, 17 hours straight through, which I made it. Well, I left at 12:30 this year and pulled in Hilton Head about 5:30 in the morning or something like that. Made it to a 10 o'clock tee time and was good to go for a while. Got my 95 and it was good to go.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So
but fun.
So when I was touching base with you the other day, I asked Jen to touch base with Nicole and ask Nicole if she's gonna be able to help you, get you logged on or not. She replied back real quick, said, "Nope, he's on his own. We don't live near each other anymore, so he's on his own."
Yeah, and Nicole, I can't say enough with her. I mean, I kind of started the first couple of years was messing, trying to do the admin stuff a little bit. She does it so much better, so much cleaner, and it's just less for me to have to worry about when I'm trying to play in a tournament. So she, I can't even, can't give her enough props for being the person behind the scenes that's helping keep everything in check. All the skins money, she's got that stuff, boom, in envelopes and ready to go to whoever it is, and it's good. It is amazing, actually. And the trophy, she does a lot of the trophies that we pick out, and we've had some cool trophies. Our start off the season with the Players Tournament in March, and next year, and we'll have a tournament that's somewhat similar to the Players. and that's our highest paying tournament to try to kind of mirror the PGA in a way. And then we go into the Masters, which will be out at Topeka, Kansas, at Firekeeper, which they had the I believe a qualifier for the U.S. Open the week after we played it this year. So we picked a rough week to try to play there.
Wow. So do you have your whole schedule done?
No, we've got, I think, seven locked in, I believe, at this time, and 7 tournaments. And we usually have, we'll lighten it up from last year. We were a little heavy, I thought so, but it'll be good. We'll have it ready to go. Probably where we at? No, usually first part of December, we've got pretty much most of it ready to go. Sometimes it's tough getting some of the courses, getting back to you and getting in sync together. Yeah, we're going to go down towards the Wichita area this year, try to bring in some of the old members, because that's where the tour originated, was out of Wichita. We've had a couple tournaments down there, but got a new sponsor down there with Sliced Golf, Chris Antoya, who came out to nationals this year. He's in the A, I think he's in the A flight. So yeah, he's a heck of a golfer. So he's getting some of the old members have come back from down there. So we'll have a major down in Wichita this year, and we'll have, we just kind of spread it out between here and Kansas City and down even towards the Ozarks. So got a major down at the Ozarks with Osage National this year.
That's awesome. Well, what's the favorite course, the guys' favorite course they like to play every year?
We always, I would say, just some of the regular Sycamore is always a good one. But some of our regular courses here, our public courses in Kansas City that are good turnouts, can be like Stone Canyon, which is a Greg Norman course. And Winterstone. There's several nice public courses here in Kansas City. They're redoing Swope Memorial, an old time course. They've been renovating it this past year, and it'll be open this year. So we're hoping to get back on there.
Awesome. And you run the Midwest regional out at Branson, right?
Down at Branson. I help with Dennis. He's been kind of controlling that, but I definitely pitch in with Nicole as well. Nicole's a big part of that, but we're pitching in with that one now, and it's always a great event at Buffalo Ridge and Ozark National, and it's always a good time down there, which is probably my biggest win, being a regional winner as a sea flight a few years ago. That was big. So those regionals are always fun. If we get out to a few, we'd like to get out to one of Chris, out west this year.
You haven't come to my tour yet. I don't know where you want out west. You haven't come to my tour.
No, right. I need to get around. I like getting to other tours. It's so much fun. We'll always go over to St. Louis and jump on one of their tournaments.
That's not west.
That's not far, but we'll get out there.
Come to the desert. Come on.
West. Actually, I'm heading out to Vegas Sunday. My son, his girlfriend, has got us a trip to a Billy Horschel clinic at the PGA Summerlin. That'll be Monday, so you get a chance to play a hole with him. So we're going to play somewhere Sunday when we fly in. Monday will be the clinic, and then we'll get out of there Tuesday so we don't lose too much money.
Well, you can lose it all on Sunday if you want.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
At least that's true.
Chris, how far do you think it is from El Paso to
Too far.
Too far?
To drive, yeah. Matt Jensen does it all the time from Kansas to Arizona. I don't know why he does that, but he does it all the time. But nah, I mean, I love driving. I'd probably make the drive if I had to myself, but it's just maybe a day, maybe.
Yeah. Jensen's he's a warrior. the player of the year that I have, I didn't figure out the points, but he probably could have had a chance of winning that this year if he was a member of the Kansas Tour. So I may need to look at that and let anybody qualify for that. Maybe, I don't know, but he's a warrior going to. He lives, I believe, in western Kansas, so it's a jaunt for him whether he goes to the Arizona Tour and or over here to ours. But he still comes to a lot of the tournaments, and he's awesome. He goes to the Nationals every year as well, and yep.
I
Good
think
part of he was. You got
third at the Midwest Regional.
yeah, and I believe didn't he win a regional out west? Last year maybe. Gosh, I can't remember. I thought he had a
He
big
won the California Regional.
yeah.
I think that flight had like 4 people though, so we don't call it a win.
The win. That's what I'll go around soccer. Me and my guys will go into a place or a restaurant where during a major or having a bite to eat, and I'll go in and say, Dave King, one of the top sea flight players in the state of Missouri. So have fun, we'll see. Yeah.
Dave, one of the things that you do that I really love is all the different competitions that you have out there. I mean, the par 4 challenge, the long drive, the Rural Challenge and Player of the Year. I mean, again, that's just you providing a lot of value in a lot of extra ways for people to get involved. How do you?
Yeah. We've got a great camaraderie, and it's just a good way to have some good fun smack talk with everybody, and just that fun competitiveness throughout the year. To give you an example, I mean, for Player of the Year this year, shout out to Matt Thorman. He started out in the A flight, moved up to the champ flight, ended up being Player of the Year. He was in 5th or 6th place going into the last tournament at Drum and won it. And that shot him up to winning the Player of the Year. So he had a great year. That Player of the Year has come down to that final tournament every year with a good 6-8 people, with a shot at winning the Player of the Year. But that's a big one. Of course, winning your flight, that's the biggest, money payout that we have for each one. But then we also have, like you said, the Royal Challenge, most birdies in your flight, and the long drive, to mention that, and the sea flight. It's been this one other year where I had 3 going into the finals, and then we had Dylan Mills who had 4. I won Saturday, the day one, so that got us at 4-4 on the season. And then day 2, neither one of us won, and it came down to where we went back to hole 18. We flip a coin, the other guy stands and turns around the other way while the first guy does their drive, and then the other guy does, and he didn't keep his in the fairway, so I got him this year. But I've given away the Sim 2 drivers for the winner of that each in 1 year, and Scotty Cameron putters. Gave away some Scotty Cameron putters another year, and but this year it was just some money. But yeah, so it's just, I just like the competition, getting it among people like me and anyone that can 3-putt from 4 feet. So makes it a little more pressure, just a little more stuff going on.
Are you going to add anything new for 2026?
I was just talking to Nicole about that. We've got quite a bit of things going on. So I don't know, as far as I know, we're going to have a new a major down at the Ozarks with Osage National, I believe, and one other course there that'll be close by. But as far as competitions or awards and stuff, I haven't really got anything new going on with that. Like I said, we've got quite a few.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, again, there's so many different opportunities for people to win stuff, right? I mean,
yeah. No, that's what I love to see. Like, we've got some women. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. So like you could finish, let's just say top 10 every tournament. Never win tournament and still win Player of the Year if you show up every minute. If you
can still win your flight. On ours, Player of the Year is a situation where you have to win a tournament to earn points.
Oh, you got okay. All right.
Yeah.
But
He goes on tournament win, second place win. Second place gets you a little bit, but that's mainly and then depending on how many people's in your flight, if you've only got 3 people, you get like 60% of the points or 40%, whatever it is. So that kind of deal.
again, it's still, you show up and you have a chance.
No, bro. Yeah, I've got a few. Right. Yeah. Yeah, Kelly Barton in the for the women, the D flight, or Julie Kruger, Kathy Hafner, and all of them. They'll come in, and Kelly may not finish, or Kelly may not finish in the top 3 or whatever, but she picked up one of the par 3 challenges one time with the skin, and just gets that extra money and just something to keep you going and it's a good feel. So yeah, it's always good to see all those players. I love to see different players coming down the stretch, getting into that feeling of knowing they're in the leaderboard. A lot of them, are saying, "Hey, we don't look at the leaderboard. Don't look at the leaderboard," but I'm sure a lot of them know when they're up there. So it's just a great feeling when you can get different players to be able to compete. That's why I'm always trying to get my players in their right, correct flight, which I know it can be challenging sometimes. There's always the borderline players, but it makes it's a great time when you can see everybody get up there and have that chance.
Exactly. Well, David, thank you so much for spending some time with us tonight. I appreciate it. Congratulations, and hopefully, we'll see you throughout the year.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
Let's take a break from the show to hear about Strixon's ZX Mark II irons.
A great iron set needs more than good looks. It's gotta be fast and gotta be pure. But good looks never hurt either. The all-new ZX Mark II irons from Strixon.
Tim, what can you say? David's his own guy, but it's always great to talk to him. And he always has stories to tell. Runs a great tour. His side game action out there is like the MGM in Vegas. You just walk in there, you can pick a table and play. But
he's one of my favorite tour directors, just from the perspective of he's a fun guy. You never know what he's going to say, ever.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what he's going to say, but he's fun. He means well. He cares about the tour. He wants the tour to do well, and that's, we're not even talking about like the side games, because I love what he does with the side games, but I don't know how he keeps up with all that stuff. Or I'm sorry, Nicole keeps up with that stuff.
Right.
So Nicole, you are a saint. And David loves you. So
yeah, something like that. Because I've taken a couple of side games that he has, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But the guys like it. The players like it.
But take that par 4 thing as a for example. I know I'm sure it's once you have that system down, it's simple, right? You just put all the people that are in it. You just put the score they get, and then you run a query at the end of the year. The 4 or 5 best scores. I think it's whatever it is. Maybe it's 8 best scores. I forget what you said, but and then it does it for you. But just the whole process of who's in, who's out, who's here this week, who's not here this week.
Right.
That to me would,
who's changed the flight, who hasn't.
Oh, the flight change. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah.
See, if I was going to do that, I'd give that to Jen, and then we wouldn't be doing that anymore.
Right. I tell my guys the updated scores will be up 48 to 72 hours. Give me some time, because I want to get home and rest too.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. But again, fun guy. Congratulations to him winning the Directors Cup. And I said this either before we interviewed Terry or after. I can't remember which. But I love this time of year in interviewing the directors who win the Tour Directors Cup, because it's really, it gives them some time to talk about them and gives them some congratulations for a pretty big accomplishment. So congratulations to them. And, and in some of the coming episodes, obviously we're going to talk to more of them.
Right. It as being the inaugural B Flight Directors Cup champ, it is cool to talk about it, and showing up the next year and being able to defend it or hope to defend it is really cool. I mean, you always hope to be atop that leaderboard every year, but has a little bit more meaning when you're able to brag about it all year long, especially with my Arizona sister tour, because better believe I mentioned it numerous times.
Well, and look at what Terry did. I mean, with the 2 knee replacements, he's only one of 2 people that were repeat champions.
Mm-hmm.
Sala from Central Carolina, being the other one. That's a pretty solid accomplishment. Even though Terry, kind of downplayed how he played a little bit, but think about that: 2 knee replacements in 2 months,
Right.
and was playing golf before he was supposed to be playing golf, and came out with the win there. That's solid.
You know how it is. Golfers aren't going to wait till their body's ready. They're going to try and get out there as quickly as possible.
As quickly as possible. Exactly. So that's that. We got registration for 2026 is next week.
Yeah.
So I hope you had your rest. The season's getting ready to start.
Yeah, I'm not ready. I said that last year. I told myself last year I'd be ready. I'm not ready, but I'm excited. I think a lot of tours around the country have built a lot of good momentum from this previous year, and I just think the sky's the limit for all of us.
Yeah, it really is. And this is the time of year where people do get their rest, but I don't know if you've seen some of the other momentum that's going on around. If you've been paying attention to the Facebook page at all, we know Lyle does a good job at everything he does. Right. They just a couple weeks ago they just did a 4-tour Ryder Cup. It was Tidewater, Richmond, DC, and Eastern North Carolina. How much fun is that? You get that's 120 guys together for 4 different tours.
Right.
That'd
be fun.
Getting together all season to get together and play and play for a cup. It's pretty awesome. You got yours coming up in a couple weeks. You're the first weekend in December.
Yeah, first weekend in December.
And I know there's others going on. So, if you're listening and your tour has a Ryder Cup this time of year, and you didn't make the team, work for that for next year. And if you're on a tour that doesn't have a Ryder Cup, instead of maybe just telling the tour director to have one, offer to help. Say, look, I because it's a pretty big commitment. Say, look, whatever, if you want to do it, I'll be happy to help you and put these things together, because what a Ryder Cup can do for a tour from a morale perspective and really bringing guys together is incredible, and you can really speak to that.
Yeah, it is. You said it correctly. It is a lot of work. It takes a lot of collaboration between both tour directors, or in Lyle's case, all 4. But they are a lot of fun. If you don't have one, get in contact with me. If you want to come down to El Paso, we can definitely make it work, or try to make it work. But yeah, it's one of those things where you see it on TV and you see the excitement, but being able to be in one is just a whole new level.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, was it Lyle and Sean you were talking about doing a 4-teamer with
Yeah, they wanted to say, they kept saying that they were the better of the 2, and I threw Gabe under the bus, and
Gabe, by the way, you're in charge of this.
Well, no, I mean, I told him later, hey, this is what we're doing. He goes, tell me when, where, and how many people we need to bring.
That's awesome.
All right, let's go. So, challenge is still out there. You all want to come down and talk? Let's go. Let's put the talking on the course, and present the new belt at the directors meeting. That'd be interesting.
That would be. But let me talk about Richmond and Tidewater real quick. Richmond won that 14 Cup. not that I know all the guys up there anymore, but Tybor has traditionally had some studs, and to have Richmond win that. And again, I don't know if I don't know if everybody had all their top guys there, but still, that's saying something for.
I mean, you can have the greatest players in the world if you don't know how to have team chemistry, number one, and the banter that comes with it. Then
who was the American that was saying team chemistry doesn't really matter? The Ryder Cup.
I don't think they had any team chemistry, honestly.
No, well, one of them was saying the team chemistry doesn't even matter, which
I don't
subscribe to that line of thought.
When we were down 1,000,000-1 after the second day, before singles match, I kind of forgot any comment that we said that this year. So it feels like we didn't even have a Ryder Cup, even though we made a strong fight for it at the end.
I've got no words, man. Oh my God! You know what? I've got no words. I've got no words. From my perspective, and I know I've said this to you before, there are certain things that just really eat at me, and I know that they shouldn't. I know I'm old enough now; I should be able to get over it, but I can't. Anytime that the United States loses in any type of international competition, it drives me freaking nuts.
Oh, well, yeah.
It drives me nuts. Like our men's soccer program, they're a disgrace. And people that are and I'm not really into soccer. I mean, I follow the international stuff, and I know it's getting bigger. And they say, well, we haven't been playing soccer as long as these other. I really don't care.
Right.
I really don't care. We should win everything. We if it's tiddlywinks, if it's pickup sticks, I don't care. Chris, I don't care what it is. We should be the best at all, Right. And so when we're not, and I guess sometimes you just get beat, but when you just don't show up, right? When you don't show up and you don't have any heart, you don't have any want to, or what I'm not saying that they don't, but what it seems like, right?
Right.
That's what really upsets me. But thanks for bringing that up. Now, if we had a screenshot of me now, like we had of you earlier,
yep.
That'd have to go up on the screen, and everybody have to see that. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. You just got to be able to go out there, and if you're going to talk it, you got to be able to back it up. And
exactly.
I've been doing a lot of talking, so I hope my team comes and brings it up, because I'm looking at the roster right now, and we have a solid team.
Well, you got some bragging rights. You got a national champion. He's playing, right?
He's playing.
So, I mean.
And people are already calling him out, too, for singles match. I'm like, wow. I don't know if you want to do that, guys. Like, settle down.
Yeah, but that's also what happens, though. I mean, once you get to that level, I mean, then it's I'd just be a national champion. So
right.
He's got to bring it. Just like he did for 3 days in Hilton Head.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Just like I had to bring it the other day when I went to Stu's and ate the whole sub.
Why do you got to bring that up?
Oh, because it was so good.
I'm pretty sure it was. But you don't have to bring it up.
So when I ordered the Sweaty Yeti, and he kind of looked at me and he said, "Did what's his name tell you that?" I said, "Yeah." And he looked at me and he looked at me and said, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, but if we're not doing it, that's fine. If you guys don't want, he said, let me go talk to Johan, see if he'll do it." I said, "You don't have to do that. I'm not trying to be difficult. I mean." They did it, but so I won't ask.
You're gonna get these guys in trouble.
Hey, he offered that up.
He did.
I told him what one of my favorites is. The meatball with pepperoni one. And he said, "Oh, you want to know what's better than that?" I didn't ask. He just offered.
He volunteered the information.
Yeah, I didn't say, "Hey, give me some of the." The off menu items so I can come in and
and cause problems.
Every time I walk in, I'm causing problems anyway. But yeah. I don't know if you saw this or not. Dennis took Jennifer a week or so ago to Stu Subs.
He sent us a message. You and me both.
How about that? I hope she enjoyed it. I know Dennis did. But I hope she did.
Did he?
Oh, I'm sure he did. I can't imagine any red-blooded American male not go there and not enjoy it. Again, if he didn't enjoy it, Dennis and I, Dennis, we got to have a conversation. What's going on? So, but yeah.
We need to go talk to him about some business.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
I just don't think if they mailed one to me, it'll last. It'll get to me.
No, it won't. It won't.
But worth a try.
So, I know we got, like I said, we got registration coming up here. What? Black Friday. How many days away is that? It's not that far. It's like 8 days, 10 days. 10 days away.
Don't tell me, because remember, I work retail, so
11 days away. Yep.
we don't look forward to it with my retail. Something. Don't remind me.
Black Friday for you should be a breeze. You don't sell anything.
Why?
On Friday. You guys don't sell anything on Friday. Apple never puts anything on sale. I mean,
You're right. We don't have anything. We don't have anything on sale, but people still come asking for sales. And then when we're like, we don't have any. Okay, well, I'll still take this. Again.
Let's put it this way. If somebody's coming into an Apple store and asking for a sale, I wouldn't sell them anything, because that means they don't know anything about the product. They should know right from the get-go. You're not getting any sales. Nothing's on sale.
No.
I only want to deal with people who know what they're doing, know what they're talking about.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But that's up to you. I don't mean to cause problems when I go in the stores. I don't. But it sometimes just happens. We just start having conversation and ask questions, and next thing I know, people shaking their head. Jen's shaking her head. Tim, you need to stop. So
I believe it.
So you got to get it working on your schedule, man. This is the first time for me. No scheduling for me, man. I'm officially. I'm gonna miss it. All kidding aside, I am gonna miss it. But
look at the less stress you have on your face.
This is just pretty much how my face looks. Don't worry. I'm sure it'll be replaced with something.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
So get working on that schedule.
We'll get there. If I'll have the dates ready for Black Friday. I don't know about the courses, but I can always announce them during my 12 days of Christmas.
Can?
And make it a little bit special that way. Come on now. I'm innovative director of the year, sir.
You are.
I get very creative.
Well, this is what I want to see from you this year. Okay, you ready? Write this down. I want to see actual Chris on the shelf pictures.
That's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
No. As great as AI is, nope.
Are you sure? Because remember, I've got this program.
I know exactly what you got. They better not surface any which way. Or this might be the last year there's 12 days of Christmas.
I'll see what I can do, man. I will see what I can do.
No, you don't have to. You're good.
When does it start? Just so that I know. For my planning purposes.
Nope. You can do the math.
I'm crying.
I know you are.
Well, I'll look at the calendar. I'll figure it out. We'll work. We'll work something.
Don't you know?
Is that wrong? Or is that frowned upon?
I mean, you're gonna do it anyways. Just like our road to nationals picture where we have no windshield and we're being ejected out of the car.
Oh, that's funny though. That's good times. Now, What one last thing, and then we'll get out of here. For those people that don't know, I wrote a book.
Mm-hmm.
It's out now on Amazon, and if you're interested, it's called Connections Account. I'll be happy to autograph a copy for you, but please buy them. Leave me a review. It will really help out a lot. We're just starting to do a few other things, but pretty excited about getting that book done.
Oh, you've been talking about it for a while.
Yeah, so it's done. It's out. So there we go.
I'm just gonna tell you this: when I do get my signed copy from you, I'm gonna definitely go through it with AI and make sure all punctuations are there and
Okay.
everything's correct. And I'm gonna go after your editor.
Well, you know how that is,
as
right?
nicely as I can.
I'll let her know.
Yeah.
All right, bud. Well, it's good seeing you. You have a great Thanksgiving, and
Likewise.
best to your family, best to Diana. Tell her to get ready to. Maybe I'll touch base with her with the dates to have her send me some pictures or something. I don't know. We'll see.
No.
Right,
This elf is not going on any shelf.
no Chris on the shelf.
No.
All right, buddy. You take care of yourself.
All right, brother. Talk to you soon.